Understanding key legal concepts and their impact on society. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some pretty fascinating legal concepts that play a big role in our everyday lives. From laws that protect our freedoms to those that tackle serious issues like modern slavery and terrorism, I assure you, there's a lot to talk about. So grab your favorite snack, sit back, and let's get into it. Modern Slavery Act 2015. First up is the Modern Slavery Act of 2015. This is a UK law that's all about holding companies accountable for making sure their supply chains are free of forced labor. Sounds pretty important, right? Basically, it requires businesses to appoint a board member responsible for reporting on their practices related to modern slavery. This means that if a company is found to be involved in any shady business practices, they can face serious consequences. The act aims to not just punish the offenders, but also encourage a broader cultural shift towards ethical practices in business. Laws on manipulation. Now let's chat about manipulation. It might sound a bit slippery, but in legal terms, manipulation refers to using deceitful tactics to control or influence someone. There's even a law in the US, 7 U.S. Code Bracket 9, that specifically prohibits any manipulative or deceptive practices in the trade of commodities. This highlights that while manipulation can happen anywhere in society, lawmakers are actively working to keep it in check, especially in industries where money and trust are on the line. Involuntary commitment and forced life against will laws. Next up is a heavy topic: involuntary commitment. It's a legal process that allows someone who is struggling with severe mental illness to be hospitalized against their will, but only if they pose a risk to themselves or others. The process involves a court hearing, ensuring that there's a robust system in place to protect individual rights. Likewise, there are laws related to folks being forced into medical treatments. Imagine being unable to decide your medical care because someone deemed you incapable. That's a tough pill to swallow, right? Undue influence law. All right, shifting gears a bit. Let's talk about undue influence. In California, for instance, there's a law that defines undue influence as when someone uses their power to unfairly take advantage of someone who is trusting them. Ever heard of a situation where someone takes advantage of a sweet old lady to change her will? Yeah, that falls under this category. If a case arises, proving undue influence is key. And if you're accused, you can defend yourself by showing the individual wasn't actually vulnerable. Freedom laws in the US. Now, freedom laws. These laws guarantee us fantastic rights like free speech, the freedom of assembly, and freedom of religion. But here's the catch: there are limits. For example, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater if there's no fire. It's all about keeping the peace. The goal is to protect community welfare while ensuring nobody's personal rights are unfairly trampled on, creating a delicate balance that's essential for a healthy society. Terrorism laws. Moving on to something a little heavier: terrorism laws. In the US, these laws are incredibly strict and are designed to protect civilians from acts that could harm them or disrupt peace. The USA Patriot Act, for example, increased penalties for terrorist activities and gave law enforcement broader powers to investigate. It's been a hot topic, balancing safety and civil liberties. They're like the scales of justice, weighing community safety against the rights of individuals. Not an easy task. Judicial corruption and accountability. Now let's switch gears again and discuss judicial corruption. It's essential for the public to trust the judicial system. Unfortunately, there can be issues when judges misuse their power. Thankfully, there are mechanisms in place, such as the Judicial Conduct and Disability Act, which provides ways for serious misconduct to be reported and handled. It's all about ensuring fairness and maintaining the integrity of our courts. If you ever feel a judge isn't playing fair, know that there are systems to hold them accountable. Laws on personal autonomy and rights. Let's not forget personal autonomy. This concept means individuals have the right to make choices about their own lives. Laws like the Privacy Act and health rights protect our personal information and autonomy in medical decisions. It's crucial in ensuring everyone can live freely and without fear of unwarranted intrusion. Keeping our data safe and respecting our choices is fundamental in today's tech-driven world. So there we have it, a whirlwind tour of key legal concepts that shape our society. From protecting individual rights to governing corporate behaviors, these laws aim to create a fair and just world for all of us. If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below with any questions or topics you'd like us to tackle next. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and take care.